Right. Doing something today on adjusting. There we go. So there's this thing called cover, and it can be applied in different ways into the voice. In a lighter way with pop songs, and a heavier way with operatic songs. I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find a love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. But I'm in the days from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. That's a form of cover in a lighter voice, used by the late great Bobby Caldwell. It's not using a lot of voice, so you're able to sing that in a nice R&B kind of way. If we're gonna do the concept of cover basically is putting a lid on your sound. I call it putting the lid on, or it's to singing to the back of the nose, behind the nose. A lot of teachers, a lot of academic programs and methods, schools will say you must sing with with a high palate. Maybe you end up with a sound like Björling if you do that. I don't know. If you sang something with the palate, my idea of a high palate is let's take that Rondinelle Nido song again. If you sing Monti amori e savarga per caramel solo amore quando fuggevo lontana. That to me is high palate singing. Sounded great in his voice. I don't know if it's acceptable today. The other thing, I don't know if that's even cover. It's just that's a high palate, but it seemed to work. I don't have to see how it sounds when I check this video out later. But that's the feeling I get. That's my feeling and my interpretation of what he would do. So the next thing would be to sing to the back of the nose with a soft palate that's sort of neutral, which would be like this. Mon Dio Maria savarga per amor solo amore quando fuggevo lontano speri lavando e non torni più. Speri lavando, etc. That to me is the way that Pavarotti did his voice. Want to say hi? Look who it is. It's the boy. Your back of your head's to the camera. Okay, he's keeping me company today. He wanted me on the couch. That's why I'm doing sort of an informal lighting. And usually I'm up in the director's chair for this, but not today. Right? Shadow, by the way. So we have those two different ways of I would say, cover. We also have a couple different ways of breath, which is not a big study. Most people don't breathe when they sing, or they. But how many people, really, anybody that's been in sports, anybody that's been in any kind of physical activity, you're taking a breath, and usually you feel it below your chest. I don't know hardly anyone that goes like that, unless you have asthma or something like that. The yoga breath that, for instance, Delmonico and others used was a low. You think low, like the chakras, right? You got 7 of them. So you take it low. And then the last part was clavicular. You'd raise the clavicle up to get that last bit of air in. However you breathe, it's not so much the air, how you breathe, but I think it's what you do with it, how you suspend it, how you hold it inside of you to use it, for singing. And so I discovered or learned 2 different ways. The first way is to take the air in, kind of like you're swallowing it, and then keep it down, like you have a big air donut around your waist. So let's see if you can. We'll pick a song and see if you can see any difference in this, and you can choose whatever sound you think sounds better. Let's see. Let's try like let's E luce van le stelle, right? So you take the air in, and then you let your stomach fall, and then your stomach, kind of comes out or goes out. So I take the air in, and then I sort of sit on it below my chest. And then it's here. With it open, I'm not closing off the throat. So, dolci bacion languide, carezza mantria fremente, le belle para me discioie, dai veri. Okay, that's that. I feel like it's an air donut. I'm sitting on a big donut around my abdomen. I'm tall. Okay, I'm 6'5", almost 6'6". So I don't have a short torso. I've got a normal sized torso. Not Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is like this much chest and this much, between his pecs and his waist. I've got pretty much standard equidistance. So a lot of people would say, breathe, and there would be much shorter singers or teachers, and they say, you're not breathing. Well, I said, well, I got a lot of length, in there to fill or whatever. But as long as you breathe, as long as you pull, your ribs are here. You raise your ribs, you can, there are little places underneath your pecs. So if you just put your finger or your thumb there, underneath, you probably can't see it, but it's right there. And there, you raise your chest up. That's the first thing you do. That's your first prep. And then from there, you take whatever kind of breath. So we went over the breath where you breathe, and then it just sort of sits down here. I'm a big, air donut guy. And then the second way is to breathe to the back and tuck the lower abs in method. So we try to do the same thing. I don't have a keyboard. Hopefully we're on pitch. So you breathe here, breathe to the back. The stomach comes in. O dolci bacion languide, Carezza mantria fremente, le belle forme di dai veri. That seems a little bit less natural to me, but it depends. Does it give the voice more volume? Does it make it easier to sing? So these are things that you have to determine for yourself. Whatever works for you, man. That's it for today. Maybe I'll do another one a little bit later. It's a cloudy day. It was raining. Now it's just gray. I feel like I live in Europe. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, but I feel like I live in Cloudyville. God, it's unbelievable. It's not like Florida. So that's it. You guys have fun. Look it up and try those two and see what works for you. Ciao for now.